In some ways, I see Dartmouth's future very bright because it obviously occupies kind of the elite status in higher education, being not only in the Ivy League, but obviously being at the top of its game and on so many fronts. And right now, many of the institutions that I'm talking to, whether I'm talking to faculty or presidents or trustees there, they are in positions where they're just worried about the financial sustainability of their model, of their institutions, literally filling the class every year. I think the issue here is more of filling the class every year with high quality students and improving the quality of the institution, both on the student side and on the research side. That's not that that's not a major issue and a major problem, but it's a lot better to be coming from that position of strength than it is to be worried about whether you're going to fill your class every year. Where I think online education is going to play a big role in the future is with hybrid education, where you're combining the best of technology with the best of face-to-face. Won't happen overnight, and it's not easy getting there, but we see from several studies, and we see in talking to students, that they actually prefer this mode of education, where they're able to kind of mix and match and toggle between what is delivered online and what is delivered face-to-face. My advice is that for higher education right now is that most institutions have been around for hundreds of years. That's why I don't think that any institution, including this one, is going to suddenly disappear in 10 years. I also have been reminded a lot, especially when I was writing my book, that colleges are like cities in many ways. They evolve over time, and that evolution is sometimes slow. And that we have to remember that change is not going to come overnight, nor do we want it to come overnight. That incremental change is actually good. And so the advice that I have is to not, you don't necessarily have to act quickly. You need to act fast, but not overnight. You can take your time. And secondly, that there is not one solution to all the issues facing higher education. There might be solutions that work for this institution that don't work for others. There might be solutions that work for some students at this institution, but not for others. Where I see higher ed going in the future is much more of a personalized process. And I think technology is going to enable us to personalize education much more than we've ever have before. We know students don't all learn in the same style. They also don't learn at the same speed. And if we could deliver education in a way that's of high quality and meets the learner where they are, or where he or she is, I think that will enable great change on campuses.